from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. The D-backs have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Stepping up now, David Peralta. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, now they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, Dero?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
2-0 now. Three and 0 now. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. 1 out, nobody on. Three balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte. Well, this lineup's been good all season so far. They've looked especially dominant as of late. What's been clicking in particular for them lately, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with 1 goal in mind, that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs these days. But the guys in that dugout know who leads this team in hits, and it's this guy.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sliders in for a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pitch inside the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Now the 3-2 pitch. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Batting fourth, third baseman, James Lamb.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jake Lamb. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Marte at second with 2 down. Ripped on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Bureau. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Pollock carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 0-1 pitch. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Ready on 1-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops. A runner on first with 2 away. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
In now, Daniel Descalso, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The next 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Up next for Arizona, Alex Avila. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Looking to minimize the damage here. And that's in there for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Two out, bases loaded. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Arizona's on top, 1-0. Robbie Ray is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Robbie Ray is quietly developing into one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Unfortunately, he gets lost in his shadow because of guys like Clayton Kershaw and Rich Hill. Big arm from Robbie Ray. Not a real big guy, but 95 to 97, good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you'll know if he's on early because you'll see lots of swings and misses. This guy can rack up the strikeouts.
In there for strike 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today. Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Grounded to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jesse Valentin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one just missed outside. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The average for him at 267 on the year. 7 homers, 10 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Gerard Dyson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Hit down the third baseline. Franco has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is, in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So here now is the pitcher, Robbie Ray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. A high fastball is in there.
1-1. Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Crawford gloves it, and that's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Peralta. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Herrera, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Ketel Marte.
Striding in once again, Ketel Marte, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Marte carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Now the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Santana.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Marte over to his right. 1 down.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Nick Williams. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 5th, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Digging in, Michael Franco. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
A ball and a strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. The next 3-2. And it's fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. First pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Nope. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hoskins arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jake Lamb looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. One out, nobody on. One and one to count to Jake Lamb.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. High in the air out to center field. Pereira's there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Stepping into the box, Daniel Descalso reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Lamb stands at second with 2 gone. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
The 2-0 on the way is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for Arizona, but they lead it 1-0. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nope. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Ranging back is Dyson. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. The 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Into the box, Jared Eichhoff. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So stepping in, Odubel Herrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Popped him up. Lamb has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Catcher, Alex Avila.
Pitch on its way to Avila. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up is Herrera. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Here's Gerard Dyson
Right fielder.
as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Robbie Ray. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Standing in now, David Peralta. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Williams is under it. And that retires the side. 1 for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Leading off the inning, Jesse Valentin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
So now Carlos Santana, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now here it comes. Nope. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. And low, it's a ball and a strike. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Crawford has it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, James Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
1-2 now. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the D-backs 2 and the Phillies nothing. Up next will be Nick Williams. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And that one stayed too low apparently. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Now the 2-1. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. The 3-2 one more time. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Ready for another chance? Michael Franco. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Williams on at first, nobody out. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Here's another 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Digging in now, Jorge Alfaro. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Striding in once again, A.J. Pollock. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
And that's over. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Well, that's ball 3. The Diamondbacks right now would welcome a leadoff walk to start this inning.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 46, Adam Morgan.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. In now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two runs, 6 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. No problem here, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher,
Alex Avila will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
The 2-0 on the way. It is in there for strike 1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Into the box, Gerard Dyson, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Pollock over at second. Avila at first, one gone. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Three-two pitch. Is swung on and missed, strike three.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in once again, Robbie Ray. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Working to keep them in the game here. And lay off the fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Two runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. 1-2, here it comes. Popped him up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top 2-0. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 hit hard on the ground is short, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Dero. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
0-1 the count. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit to short. Marte gloves it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First offering on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. He got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. First and second here with nobody out. On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So a big moment here and standing in Jesse Valentin, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Crawford on second. Hernandez is over at first with 1 away. Count remains at 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Ready for another shot now. Rhys Hoskins been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 home is a heater in there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Tommy Hunter will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Tommy Hunter.
Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, David Peralta. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The 1-1 home. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher, David Peralta. Second home run early in the year as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Marte carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. No outs, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right
here. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-1 takes this the other way to right, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Standing in now, Jake Lamb, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Goldschmidt, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch, and that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit. So we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollock. The previous history with Tommy Hunter, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. From the stretch. And that one stayed up a little high.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. First and second now, 1 man out. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Three 3-0 count. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hey. 3-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
In now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-0 Arizona. So now Carlos Santana 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a boop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Santana in front with a 2-0 count. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. There's a strike. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. It's the outside corner for the second strike.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Peralta on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. Oh, and he botches it.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Ready once again, Maikel Franco. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arizona, number 66.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Dyson's there. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. Ready now, Jorge Alfaro. He's flied out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Williams stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. 1-2 now. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss on the forkball, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First pitch on its way. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Phillies 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luis Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57, Luis Garcia. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot.
Up next for Arizona, Alex Avila. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Leading off for Arizona, catcher Alex Avila.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Gerard Dyson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
fouled off. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 66.
Devin Marrero will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Devin Marrero.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Garcia, a native of the Dominican Republic. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And he misses 2-1. Marrero, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 25, Archie Bradley.
So next to the plate for the Phils, number 24, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. He's taken strike 1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Two 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. Now the 2-0. too high, and it's 3-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jesse Valentin. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He's set, and the pitch. A called strike on the inside corner. Pereira, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he's back standing. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back. Now the 0-1. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And they can't run it down. And it's 1-2. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Phillies strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. So the lineup flips over and digging in, David Peralta. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. He's set. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot down the line in right. His second home run of the game as the Diamondbacks have taken a 4-1 lead. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
The batter, shortstop, Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. No balls and 1 strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Hit out towards second. Valentin gloves it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Paul Goldschmidt. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. From the stretch. And this is low, ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Williams is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Look out, 2-0 now.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
The 2-0. Knuckles into the zone for a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Williams is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Phillies 1. Brad Boxberger is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Brad Boxberger.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Boxberger is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball one. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Now batting, Maikel Franco. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Robbie Ray with his 4th win this season. Brad Boxberger wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station, and extra C buses are available directly outside the stadium.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out in the NL West, the Arizona Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-1. They now have 6 straight victories. The Rockies got 11 hits overall as they bested the visiting Padres 4-3. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the visiting Marlins 2-1. The Washington Nationals smacked 15 team hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-3. The Atlanta Braves amassed 14 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-6. The Pirates allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the visiting Mets 10-8. The Bronx Bombers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-1. The Toronto Blue Jays combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 8-2. Manny Machado drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 7-6. The Chicago White Sox hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-3. The Cubs racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-1. The Royals got the best of the Brewers at home 3-2. Matt Moore got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, as Texas got the victory over Oakland 1-0. The Angels held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 3-1. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.